walk this earth like a god.
You scared? What? You scared? What? You scared? What? Kicking in the door, I make the bitches hit the floor for keys. Yeah.
Travis got it here, and I'm back with some more boxing. It's looking real ugly out here right now for Triple G and his team. I mean, real bad, man. Triple G fanboys are getting destroyed left and right. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous, man. It's really gotten out of hand. You know, I mean, they still making excuses, man. Look, y'all was just saying, oh, man, yeah, he's fighting a welterweight, but it's a money fight. He's making $5 million for it. So, yeah, it's okay for him to fight a fighter that's 2 divisions down because it's a money fight. That's $5 million. Up to that point, his highest payday was $2 million. Yeah. And now Canelo is saying, look, man, here's $10 million plus upside from the pay-per-view. No, man, they're not taking it. These motherfuckers are in hiding. Tom Loeffler, Abel Sanchez, and Triple G are in hiding. They got this. I don't know who the fuck this motherfucker is. Since when did Triple G have a manager? Especially speaking for him publicly in the media. His name is Oleg Herman. He never heard of him before until they were exposed for ducking Canelo. Have you? You never heard of that motherfucker before. Go to boxingscene.com right now. You will see at least 4 articles from Oleg Herman talking about all of these different possible fights and trying to clean up shit. These motherfuckers are in hiding. They literally are in hiding, man. And got this dude, Oleg Herman, speaking up for them. He just came out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Who is this dude? It was 3 stooges, Abel, Tom, and Gennady. Now you got to add Oleg to the mix. I mean, these motherfuckers is some clowns, man. Look, man, I knew Triple G was ducking multiple fighters, man. And I've been telling y'all that he was trying to price himself out of that fight for a long time. You know, you got to give me my credit for pointing that out way back then. I've been saying this shit for months. While y'all was sitting up here trying to, oh, man, he dropped the belt. He dropped the belt, so, you know, he's a coward. Fuck the belt. You know, the belts don't mean shit. Canelo could win a belt, drop one, win a belt, drop one. Go take that belt to the bank and see, you know, how much you can deposit in a bank. You know what I'm saying? Or a matter of fact, take it to a car dealership and see what kind of car you can get with that belt. Fuck a motherfucking belt. You know, belts are for people who for fighters who kind of like need to build their brand. You know what I'm saying? Build themselves up. No, Floyd Mayweather has never vacated a title before. I heard somebody say that before, but Floyd Mayweather has threatened to vacate titles numerous of times when sanctioning bodies tried to force him to do something that he didn't want to do. You remember the WBC had made Manny Pacquiao his mandatory, and he was like, well, shit, I'll give it up. Belts don't make me. You know, I'm bigger than a belt. Canelo's bigger than a belt. He's the man right now. Cash cow. Hands down. So, but I told y'all that Triple G was pricing himself out. You know, just to watch this shit play out. I mean, it's crazy, man. You know, like that ship is sinking really fast. I mean, faster than the Titanic. You know, it's shocking, man. You know, like I was talking all of that shit about Triple G. You know what I'm saying? And like I've been seeing through his bullshit. Like, you know, I tried to make excuses. Y'all remember, man, if you've been following my channel for a long time, you'll know that I was riding real hard for Triple G, saying Andre Ward ducked him and shit because he didn't want to drain himself to 164, even though Triple G was saying that 168 shit, he was offering 50-50. So I'm like, well, shit, kill yourself to make 50-50. You know, and I mean, really going hard for him, like speaking with authority and anger and shit. And then, you know, he got to talking about this 160 shit. He was going to go down there to 54 for Floyd, and you know, but you don't want to go to 55 for Cotto Canelo. And it's like, you know, fuck this motherfucker, man. But you know, and I've been riding on him ever since then. It's been a long time, probably like since around the time that the David Lemieux fight happened and the Cotto Canelo fight happened. It's been a long time. Shit, damn near a year. Jeez. I've been telling y'all about this dude for almost a fucking year. Y'all motherfuckers didn't want to listen. And now you see it for yourself. I was right. But, you know, I'm kind of surprised to just watch this shit go down like this. You know, they in hiding. Like, did you not think that anybody would notice that you was in hiding? You, Triple G is in hiding. Tom Loeffler is in hiding. Abel Sanchez is definitely in hiding. Y'all didn't think nobody would notice that this random motherfucker, you got a manager now, but Abel was the one doing all of the talking before. And Triple G was doing a lot of talking too. Tom Loeffler would come behind them. Yes, okay, yeah, if Kell Brook wanted to make the fight, then it's okay. The only question I have is about the weight. That was said months before they made the fight. But magically, the fight got made in 48 hours while Chris Eubank Jr. was awaiting a contract. And you know what? Let me get into this shit right here. This little mystery motherfucker that popped up, his manager, that popped up out of nowhere, he said that basically we're going to duck Chris Eubank Jr. He's never going to get a fight with Triple G. We're ducking him. Let me get into his statement real quick. He said, as far as the Eubanks, we're not going to lose another minute with these clowns. They had a real chance to fight us. They lost it. We won't be in this position again with this strange family. They should forget about Golovkin for a couple of years. Eubank is not on our list. Eubank is not on our list, and he can forget about it for a couple of years. Triple G himself has said that he only has about 2 or 3 years left in boxing, and then he's going to retire. And yeah, he's right, because he's old than a motherfucker, and he really should be like trying to make these fights. Like, you can't use the weight as an excuse for Canelo no more. You can't use the money as an excuse no more. Like, I don't get this guy, man, but I'm glad that they finally got exposed. It's just crazy just watching these bullets fly, man. They catching them. The body's dropping, man. But they gonna duck Chris Eubank Jr. And you know what? Let me get a little bit more into that. Because I know some fanboys will be like, what the fuck you mean? Chris Eubank Jr., he doesn't have a belt. You know, that might be true. But Kell Brook didn't have a belt at middleweight. Triple G didn't have a problem fighting Kell Brook, who was a welterweight. Guess who promotes both of those fighters? Eddie Hearn. Triple G went over there to the United Kingdom for a career high payday of $5 million. Up until that point, his highest payday ever was $2 million. He did it back to back with Dominic Way and David Lemieux. Now, Eddie Hearn would probably pay Triple G at least the same amount of money that he paid him to fight Kell Brook. $5 million at least. And, you know, from what I hear, they had a very successful event. I'm talking about 500,000 pay-per-views sold in the UK, and they sold out the venue. So they did really good business. That was a good business move for Triple G. So why does Chris Eubank Jr. have to wait a couple of years? And you know what? They never had a chance, really. Triple G is on Twitter talking to Eubank, talking about don't lose your pen. You know what I'm saying? Sign the contract. And Chris Eubank was like, my pen hasn't gone anywhere. I'm waiting on a contract. Next thing you know, they announced the Kell Brook fight. He never had a chance. The fuck is they talking about? And, you know, he could forget about him for a couple of years. But you went over there, man. That was some good money that y'all made over there in the UK. $5 million. That was really good money. But you don't want to go over there for another 5 for Chris Eubank Jr., do you? Or maybe 6, or even 7. You know what I'm saying? I think since those UK boxing fans paid for that Kell Brook fight, they enjoyed it. Even more would pay for the Chris Eubank Jr. fight, because Chris Eubank Jr. has more of a chance at defeating Triple G. So it makes for a more interesting fight. And more people will pay for it because more people are going to be looking forward to that fight. That's a really dangerous fight for Triple G. He don't want to do it. So he's ducking. He ducked. You know what I'm saying? Past tense. It's over with now. It's like a sure thing. He ducked Chris Eubank Jr. the same way that he ducked Andre Ward. The same way that he ducked James DeGale. He's ducking fighters in his own weight class now. Go figure. Are you really surprised? Like, with their history? I'm not. Not one motherfucking bit. I mean, I already knew he ducked him when they announced the Kell Brook fight. I was following every tweet and everything. The conversations. And they just magically, oh, we're fighting Kell Brook. Ducked him. And now you're saying we're going to duck him forever. So we can stop dreaming about that fight. It's over with. Now, I mean, it's so much, man. It's so much to talk about as far as Triple G and this possible Canelo fight. Now, Oscar De La Hoya came out and he released a statement about the offer and was talking about it because they made the offer to Team Triple G a while ago, a month ago, is what he said. Somebody said, why didn't he say anything before? He didn't release the specifics of the offer out of respect to, his opponent. They wanted to just focus on Liam Smith and not be disrespectful and look past him. But he did say something. He was like, no, there will not be a split. We're going to make him an offer, a really good offer. And if he take it, then he take it. It's up to him to take it. And then after that fight, shit, they probably wouldn't even say nothing about it. But HBO want to run their mouth. Y'all motherfucking exposed y'all own little y'all little boy toy. You know what I'm saying? Max Kellerman acting like a little fanboy and shit. All these motherfuckers. Max Kellerman was actually trying to act like Liam Smith had a decent performance. If you go back about 60 seconds before the final knockdown and the knockout, Max Kellerman said, literally, this fight is starting to turn to a point where Liam Smith is putting in a good account for himself. That's what he said after watching Liam Smith go down from a headshot in the 7th, go down from a body shot in the 8th, lose every fucking round. Never hurt Canelo, never phase him, nothing. This is starting to look good. A good performance for Liam Smith. He said that. I mean, how could you excuse that? The bias is too obvious. It's too clear. And then you got the run of your mouth after the fight, as expected. And Triple G got exposed. He really got exposed. And now Team Triple G is in hiding. They got a manager now. Now, instead of 3 stooges, it's 4. Oscar De La Hoya released a statement about this bullshit, man. Look, man, before I get into this shit, 60-40, I hear y'all saying 60-40, man. This is a 60-40 fight. No, you're not getting a split. You don't deserve it. You ain't fought no fucking body. You fighting all fucking bums and trying to build your resume, build your name up by ducking fights and then dissing a fighter that you ducked. You did the same shit to Andre Ward. Y'all remember when this motherfucker ducked Andre Ward and then they kept talking shit about Andre Ward in the media every day? And now it's obvious that y'all ducking Canelo. Y'all flew overseas to another fucking continent for $5 million. You don't even want to take $10 million right here? But y'all been talking all of that shit. Let me get into Oscar De La Hoya's statement and get this shit out the way, man. Triple G, Abel Sanchez have both been pretty relentless in saying Canelo's a businessman, Canelo's a clown, Canelo's whatever. And Golovkin went as far as to say they will only offer me $2 million as a way to try to lowball him out of the fight. That's literally 8 figures is what we offered, $10 million. Potential upside included. I don't know where he's going to find that money elsewhere. Canelo has said to us he will sign the contract the minute Triple G agrees. Triple G ain't signing, man. Triple G is ducking Canelo. It's ridiculous. It's just a fact now. And to you boxing fans that's saying 60-40, let me tell you a little something about, Canelo is the cash cow of boxing right now, right? That means that he's pretty much replaced Floyd Mayweather as the cash cow. The only fighter that has ever been that got 60-40 with Floyd was Manny Pacquiao. The only fighter that has ever gotten a guarantee of 8 figures or more was Manny Pacquiao. Unless you include Oscar De La Hoya when Floyd was the B-side to Oscar De La Hoya. Other than that, throughout his entire professional career, I mean, decorated fighters, Hall of Famers, other fighters like Cotto who could sell a pay-per-view on his own. It might not do $1 million, but those pay-per-views was doing like 500, 600. That Margarito pay-per-view did pretty good. And then, he could put a fight on pay-per-view all the time and sell it, but sell more than what Triple G could sell. He was guaranteed $8 million against Floyd Mayweather. And a far bigger fight than what the Canelo Triple G shit is, because Floyd Mayweather was a far bigger star than Canelo, who can pretty much only sell like about 300,000 to 400,000 on his own. Floyd was like doing $1 million every fight or over. You know what I'm saying? The only fighters that was ever guaranteed more than, 8 figures or more was Oscar and Pacquiao. Two, bona fide pay-per-view attractions, man. You got bigger stars that's taking like guarantees of less than 8 figures. Cotto took 8. Canelo took 5. What the fuck is up with Triple G? You offered $10 million. Look here, man. To even make it even worse, Canelo himself has never had a guarantee of over $5 million. He took $5 million in a Cotto Canelo fight. He accepted a 25% split. And he also took a guarantee of $5 million in a fight against Floyd Mayweather. With upside, of course. Triple G is guaranteed $10 million with upside. It's no explaining this shit. He doesn't deserve... Look, man, have you seen any Floyd Mayweather opponent saying, did Cotto tell Floyd Mayweather, I want 60-40, I want 40%? This is a 60-40 fight? No. He took his guarantee and made the fight because it was the most money that he made in his professional career, and he was satisfied with that guarantee. The same with Canelo. He was satisfied with that guarantee. You know what? Floyd was guaranteed $41.5 million in the Canelo fight. Canelo guaranteed $5 million. Guess what split that is, if you really want to be ridiculous? And that was like about the second or third highest grossing fight of all time. That was a 12% split of that money. So it was 88-12 was the split in that fight. Not to mention all these fights where Floyd was giving these motherfuckers $3 million when he was guaranteed 32 and bringing home 60 and shit. What the fuck is this? 90-10 or 95-5? But they didn't deserve a big split. Only Pacquiao did. Floyd accepted 33%. I think that shit was like 33-66. He only got like 33% of the split against Oscar De La Hoya. Y'all motherfuckers saying 60-40 for Triple G, and all he do is fight fucking bums. And duck out of fights and make excuses and try to bash people in the media, call them cowards and shit. Talking all this shit. Turning down $10 million, but you want to fly your mark ass over to fucking overseas to fight Kell Brook for 5. Fuck is going on, man? I mean, I don't get it. Y'all fanboys are really trying to hang on to this dude. He's in hiding. He can't even defend himself. And y'all motherfuckers just hanging on for dear life. This shit is like a shame, man. Y'all Triple G fans are getting ethered and destroyed. It's completely. And when you destroy it, you destroy completely, bitch. You motherfuckers... Like, I was talking to somebody today, and this dude was like, Triple G does more. He does more at the live gate. His live gate does more. And I showed him, I was like, does this look more? You know what I'm saying? Triple G's highest gate, up to the Kell Brook fight, where he was the B-side. You know what I'm saying? Took Kell Brook, Eddie Hearn, promoted the whole card. But, over here, Triple G's gate was $2 million with the David Lemieux fight. And the Dominic Wade fight did even less. And then if you want to go even farther back than that, then, we talking about like 1.5, 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Some of those fights in LA, the tickets front row was like $200. And Canelo Khan did about $8 million at the live gate. Not to mention the pay-per-views that they sold. The Cotto Canelo fight did like about 13 million, which was like the 13th highest gate in Nevada's history. Maybe even the 13th highest ever in boxing. Triple G ain't breaking no records. He ain't doing shit, And then he was like, no, man, I mean, he's selling more tickets, which doesn't really fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? The money matters. It doesn't matter if there's fucking 1 million people there. If you know, you can have 10,000 people there and make more money than having 1 million people there, but I still entertain the bullshit. He was like, no, he's selling more tickets. Physically, more people are there. And I was like, 51,000 people at the Liam Smith fight? Is that more? You know what I'm saying? The Triple G doing more than that? Or 31,000 for the James Kirkland fight? Is Triple G selling more tickets than that? Didn't have nothing to say. I mean, this shit is getting too easy, man. So, I don't know, like, how this shit is going to end up, man. Like, I don't know if we're going to get this fight. I don't know if we're going to see it. It's like, is Triple G really going to duck this fight? You go turn down $10 million, but you was so happy to fight a welterweight, be a hypocrite, and go over there and take 5. You know what I'm saying? Embarrassing yourself. But you won't take 10 for Canelo, who has, like I said before, Canelo, his highest guarantees ever was $5 million in his biggest fights. Both of them. He's offering you twice that amount. That's ether, man. You can't explain it. You destroyed. You what the fuck? It's really like nothing to talk about. It's like a done deal. You exposed. You a ducker. You a cherry picker. You a hypocrite. You look like you've been ducking for a reason. Getting uppercutted off of the ground by a fucking welterweight. That's why you don't want to fight Chris Eubank Jr. And that's probably why you don't want to fight Canelo. Canelo probably got like the best uppercuts in boxing. You are very open to uppercuts. Triple G will get fucked up. That's why I want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'll put big money on Canelo too. I'll cash in. I hope that hype stays with Triple G so he could be a really, really big favorite. So I can cash in. But I don't think it's going to stay because Kell Brook was beating his ass. And Kell Brook is a welterweight. And now, you know, the perception is changing. Before it was like Canelo's a coward. He's ducking Triple G. And all of this bullshit. Now, it's like Triple G don't want to make the fight. Canelo is like constantly back to back looking impressive in all of his fights. Triple G is struggling with welterweights. Then he fought a bum. And then he fought David Lemieux after ducking Andre Ward, put it on pay-per-view for a failure. So, like, I don't know, man. Maybe Triple G would be the favorite, but not by much. You don't deserve shit. And this shit is unbelievable. You know, it's really like kind of hard to keep up with. It's just like bullshit just coming left and right. But, you know, it's clear as day who's ducking that fight. I mean, I really want to see the fight. And we really might not see the fight. And it's all Triple G's fault. I'm Travis Gotti. Thank you for tuning in to Travis Gotti Boxing. Subscribe.
I gotta quit fucking with you. I gotta quit fucking